So let me first thank everybody who has joined today's this conference on a very important subject, that is 75 architectural marvels in the 75th year of Indian independence. When you say 75th year of Indian independence, we are, I mean, this Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, this was launched by Honorable Prime Minister in March 2021 for 75 weeks. This was started in Sabarmati, and the whole country, this is, I mean, in the last Mann Ki Baat, only this Sunday, Honorable Prime Minister called upon everybody, every citizen, every segment of the society to participate in this Amrit Ka Mahotsav, Azadi Ke Ka Amrit Mahotsav. And in this, can we request the architecture and planning community across the country? We have got, I mean, now the School of Planning and Architecture. We have got various colleges which are offering courses in architecture and planning. Various bodies of the architecture and planning, regional bodies and the national bodies. Can they work on this and get 75? I 100% agree with Professor Sahasrabudhe when he says that we do not go for 75, but we should go for 7,500. Rather, I will say, why not 75,000? I mean, that is also a less number for the country of our size, the country of the variety, the kind of architectural marvels we have got across the country. But the challenge is to select 75, and that itself is going to create a lot of debate and discussion around this. Somebody may say that Taj Mahal is the best. I mean, it's one among those 75. Somebody may say no, not Taj Mahal, but Humayun Tomb is the one. I mean, this is learning. Once this kind of a discussion happens across the country, and I will request Professor P.S.N. Rao, being the leading, I mean, he is the director of our School of Planning and Architecture, which is the top body in the country. I will request him to organize this kind of a discussion around the country. Let people debate this. I mean, one list has been prepared by CPWD of the 75, and that is not the list. Maybe out of 75, only 10 are taken or 20 are taken. The balance 55 will come from outside. So there should be a lot of discussion, why this and why not this. Then what character of this? How this has become timeless? How this has become aspirational so that others can take lessons from there. I mean, this is leading the architectural domain in the time to come. I mean, something which was done 2000 years back, it still has got so much of significance, so much of importance. How that is there, and that has become a learning for the future generations. So, I mean, something of this kind, I mean, it's a magnum opus, what has been done across the country in the architecture. Can we have that listing? Can that be published in this 75 year of Indian independence? This Amrit Mahotsav goes up to 15th of August 2022. That means we have a time frame of another 1 year exactly, slightly more than a year, maybe 1 year and few more days. In this 1 year, this debate, this discussion, this should come in the public media, this should come in the social media, this should be discussed on the newspaper, in the electronic media. This kind of a discussion led by the architects across the country who feel proud of there's the various things which have been produced in our past, and our past is thousands of years back. It is not only 75 years, but thousands of years back. So what is that we can do? So I will request Professor Rao to develop a kind of some kind of a challenge. So there is a discussion, there is a debate in the colleges, they produce papers, there is a jury which will ultimately come out with something that these are the 75 which are going to be there, and let that be published. And along with the 75, others can also be published in some other. So we have all this, and I fully agree with Professor Sahasrabudhe here that whenever UNESCO is doing, I mean, only 2 days back they included one of our monuments in their World Heritage Monument. We have got plenty of them. Like I used to be collector of Agra long back, some 24 years back. We had 3 monuments which are, they have been identified as the World Heritage Monument. That is the Red Fort, Fatehpur Sikri, and the Taj Mahal. But there are other monuments in the same city which are equally. I mean, I have been to the various places outside the country, and when I see that, then I find that why not Atmadola? Why not Sikandra? I mean, these are the other monuments which are so good but is still not part of it. So we can do that with the help of the Ministry of Culture. I mean, we can definitely work on it. So this is another. But the first point is how to identify these and get that learning. The idea is to improve their learning. Once you see it, once you see from that point of the critical point of view, that what is that which is keeping it still current. When Professor Rao mentioned about Hampi, when Professor Rao mentioned about when he mentioned about it, what is that which is keeping current? Or Konark temple, something was done more than 1,000 years back. Still it is in currency. Still there is things to learn. So what is that in it which is keeping it current, which is keeping it relevant even today for any architect to learn the concept? And how difficult, I mean, think of it when we have all the technology available with us, whether it is for the material sciences or whether it is for casting things in the material sciences or maybe doing things, all kinds of design we can do, still we feel challenged. How people could do such kind of thing which look like machine made, not man made, and maybe 1,000 years back, 2,000 years back, 1,200 years back. So what was that which was doing this? I think this is a very interesting side. And sir, I mean, thanks a lot. I was told that you have taken upon this responsibility. So this will be a good contribution to our domain of architecture and the literature of architecture when we identify these 75 and publish it as the 75 marvels of Indian architecture. This is one. The second one, which the movie was shown, I think I saw one of the comment that we are not able to hear the sound. Maybe we can play it again. But no need of playing it here again. It is going to be on our website right now. I mean, it is already on the website. I mean, www.cpwd.gov.in. On that website, you can go and listen to this once or twice or thrice till you are able to comprehend the whole thing. Here, there is a challenge. And here I am putting a challenge to the whole architect community. And the challenge, let me first acknowledge all those 126 architects who had contributed to the first round of challenge. I mean, I can acknowledge, I have seen all 126 contributions. They are all very good. Absolutely no doubt about it. People have put their mind, people have put their experience and their expertise, whatever the expertise they have acquired, they have tried to design something which is iconic. But I think there was something which was missing. Which we would like to take it again to the community of the architects and the planners to request them, please challenge yourself and create something which is timeless. For example, when we think of the city of Delhi, the first thing which comes in your mind is the India Gate. When you think in city of Mumbai, the first thing which comes in your mind, not the Mumbaikar, but the Gateway of India. Think of the city of Hyderabad, the first thing which comes in your mind is the Charminar. I mean, these are the monuments which represent that city. Or Paris. I mean, any city, you think of a city and somebody must have seen, that is what comes in your mind. Then other things comes later. They have been representing this city for a long time. Now the challenge is, can we now create the independent India, which is now 75 years, is celebrating 75 years, with so many architecture colleges. I was in one of your conferences at SPA Delhi itself, and I was told that if the British, I do not remember the name of that organization, if they had not started this community, possibly our architecture was not there. I felt challenged. I mean, we had such a rich architecture and such rich planning, yet we are saying that the British had not done it. We were not have been there. No, we are very much there. We were not seeing ourselves. We have started recognizing ourselves. So the challenge is, can we now come up with something, some iconic structure, which will become the identity of the capital of India, which is going to remain, because I and you are going to, I mean, we are all immortal. I mean, we are all mortal. We are going to live for some years. But this monument which you are going to create, it can be of any shape. And this is going to live for 500 years, 1,000 years, like today people remember Qutub Minar. People are remembering various monuments. They have lived ages. So this iconic tower, which we are iconic structure, we have not said tower, we have said structure. This structure is going to remain for so many years, and people of the future generations are going to quote it like we are quoting about other architects or other such architectural structures. So can you do that? This is a challenge to the community. So that is why we have kept all these 126 marvelous pieces which have been produced by our brothers and sisters across the country, not from Delhi, across the country. We have placed this in our website. You can go and see it. They must have put in many hours in developing that, in developing the whole concept. You can read out the whole thing. All that, the complete details are available on our website. Looking for something different which can become timeless. What is that? I have no answer to that. This is what we are looking for, an answer from our brilliant and a very, very creative community across the country. We had only, when this India Gate was made, at that time we had, Lutyens and Baker were there, but they were engaging our local talent. And we hardly had any colleges at that time. Now we have got so many school of planning architecture, we have got so many NITs are there, IITs are there, many other private colleges are there, and many people who have got, like Professor Pai, Dr. Pai, who has a experience across the globe. He has worked outside, we have seen many things outside. Can we create something for India? Something like this for India. Why are we doing it? You may be aware of the Central Vista Development and Redevelopment Project. The Central Vista was conceived by Lutyens and Baker. The team of Lutyens and Baker, they are the one who did a lot of exercise starting from the year 1911, and they came out by 1916-17. They came out with some design which was done up to 27, 28, up to 30, and ultimately in 31 the whole thing was started. I do not remember the year when this India Gate came, but all these things came from 1917 onwards, like the Parliament came in 1927. And it was never meant as a parliament. It was basically a meeting hall. I can say it was more like a meeting hall, meeting for the princes, meeting for some of the small, some of the democratic structures that have been created. So meeting of such other bodies. It was never meant as a parliament. In fact, when we became independent, we requested Mr. Baker to develop additional space in this parliament so that we can hold our parliament. And that is how initially it was, I do not know how many of you know that this parliament building used to be such a beautiful dome, and that dome you don't see now. This gentleman from England, from UK, he came out with the design. He added 2 more floors on this. This was only single floor and a beautiful dome. This 2 floors covered the whole thing. The whole beauty has gone. That beautiful structure, since I'm dealing with it, I know that how beautiful that building used to be. And it was very good for that point of time. It was very good for that use. But today we are coming with a new parliament building which is going to be there for hundreds of years, and that is going to serve the needs of the independent India. It is going to serve the needs for a new India, an India which has got aspirational India, which now is moving towards becoming a developed India. That is what the new parliament building is coming to be. We are coming with all our, the Central Vista Avenue. The work is already on, which I have shared on the social media. Some of the works I have shared. The Central Vista Avenue, which is, this around 1.8 kilometers of either side of the Rajpath, it was in a very shabby conditions. Now it is going to come up something which all of you will be proud of. We are on the other sides, we are going to get, say, the common central secretariat, all the central government offices which are spread across Delhi, not only Delhi but even NCR. They are all going to come together on one place with a beautiful office complex. That is still not sanctioned, but once this comes up, it will be a beautiful, the whole complex will come as a new kind of thing. You visit the place from where I am speaking, Nirman Bhavan, you may not feel this should be the kind of a national office, the office of the central government. Central government needs to operate from a place which is much more functionally better. So this is, I mean, many things are coming. Things like our National Museum. It is only housed in 30 square meters of built-up space. We are going to put it in 1.5 lakh square meters in the North Block, and the South Block is going to be refurbished to become a monumental national museum. India of this size, with so much of variety of culture and heritage, requires this kind of a size of a museum. When you feel, I mean, anybody coming from any part of India feels proud of their heritage, they're proud of their culture, proud of their possessions of different kinds, which can be displayed in the new museum. So many things are coming up. I mean, I don't need to. Most of the things are available on the public media, in the social media also. What I mean to say that this whole Central Vista is transforming. While we were doing this exercise, we found, I mean, because a lot of exercise was done, a lot of studies were done, we found that when the Lutyens and Baker were designing the Central Vista, they thought of doing it from ridge to the river. Ridge is the Aravalli Ridge, which is on the west side. On the eastern side is the river Jamuna. So river Jamuna to ridge, that is what they thought of, but they could not make it. Can we now do it? So we thought, let us extend the axis. We cannot break open a lot of things which are already there, but a kind of a virtual axis could be there, starting from the ridge, going up to the river. So on the river, there is a plan of making a new India garden, which is going to give you an experience of the new India. I mean, I hope all of you, I mean, you kindly reflect. Just 7 years back, in the last 7 years, there has been a huge transformation. Whether it is the Clean India, Swachh Bharat, the kind of transformation urban and rural India has done, the kind of the Skill India, whether it is the Digital India, I mean, we are able to convert this through a lot of robust infrastructure which has been there. There is a Startup India, Stand Up India. I mean, many kind of a transformative action has taken place, and many things are there. I mean, they are happening. And this is the new India. The new India is where everybody gets a chance to realize their potential, do their best, so that this country becomes Atmanirbhar. This country raises its economy level from 3 trillion to 5 to 10 trillion to 20 trillion dollar economy. We become a developed country when we celebrate the 100 years of Indian independence. So this is what is, I mean, this is what we deserve. This is what we want, and this is what is happening. So in this new India garden, which is going to be on the bank of river Jamuna, apart from many things, one thing which is being planned is the iconic structure. And this iconic structure is going to take the most important place in that new India garden. There will be a place where we are going to showcase our culture. There is going to be a place we are going to showcase our science and technology, where we have made so much strive. But this iconic tower is something which will, I mean, to the rest of the world, they can come and experience India from there. So that is why the viewing gallery, what is being shown, is something. Delhi, there is not a place where you can go and from there you can see the whole of Delhi. You go to Tokyo, you go to London, you go to any place, you have such kind of a viewing gallery. In Delhi, we don't have. Fortunately, as per the restrictions of airspace regulations, we have got allowed height of 134 meters. If you have 134 meters, and we found that even if you go 90 meters, from there you can see whole of Delhi. I mean, that's the exercise our CPW team has done. So anything more than 90 meters, or maybe even 75 meters or something, I remember 75 meters. So from the 75 meters, you can see all these things. So it is your view, what is that you can do, so that people can view whole of Delhi from there and experience Delhi from there. Then this structure becomes something which during the daytime, nighttime, seasonal change, all these things, it is going to remain. Whether it can be steel structure, it can be structure in stones, it can be anything. Just an imagination. I mean, as mentioned by both the great architects sitting on my either side, they mentioned about India's expertise on the material sciences. Something which was done by Ashoka. Think of it, Ashoka was in BC. Something which was done in BC, it still remains, I mean, unrusted. It doesn't get rusted. So, I mean, is something which was done by I mean, this slave dynasty in the form of Qutub Minar, is still that pillar remains, that whole thing remains intact there. Despite we had so many, I mean, many natural and as well as, I mean, the environmental vagaries, but still it remains there. So can we do something of this kind? The challenge will be, it is going to be right next to the river Jamuna, which is full of water. It is a sandy soil. So you have to be mindful of the place, mindful of, I mean, this, once this is developed, there is already, the government is working on how to make Jamuna a clean river. Once that become a clean river, and on that side, this iconic tower there, is going to be a beautiful place in the city of Delhi, in the capital city of Delhi, which all of us and our future generations are going to be proud of. So, I mean, why I am saying so? Because this, I would like you to think over it. We have given you 3 months time. Starting from today, the challenge starts from today. It is going to be there till the registration is up to 18th of October. The final entry is received on 19th of October, and thereafter assessment will be there. So my request to everybody, I mean, the one is, sometimes the creativity comes from where you do not know. So my request to all the I mean, the associations of the architects and the planners, and the institutions of the architects and planning, and the individual architects who are, I mean, this is again, we have not put any kind of restriction. You could be the topmost architect in the country. Other than Bimal Patel, anybody can participate because he is there as a part of our Central Vista. All others, other than Mr. Bimal Patel, who is himself architect, other than him, everybody can participate. So this is like, it's open to everybody, irrespective of age, irrespective of experience. You can come out with a bright idea, which can become the national symbol, which can, I mean, the ultimate, I think the test of this is that people in across the globe should start associating Delhi with this kind of architecture. This architecture, like whenever you think of Delhi, you think of this architecture. That is the kind of the challenge which the architect and the planning community has. We'll organize various workshop. I'm requesting Mr. Vijay Rao, with the help of others, to organize such kind of discussion. We'll be very happy if the people from Northeast, people from the Southern India, people from the Western India, from Kashmir, everywhere. It is not a participation for the local area, and any kind of assistance you require, any kind of help you require, any kind of information required. So there is an email address. We have put in a back team in a manner so that within 24 hours you will get the reply. Somebody will call you up or somebody will mail you and give you all that information you need so that you are able to do things freely. So it can be individuals, it can be a group, it can be a cross group. I mean, something like, say for example, I am a product of IIT Kanpur and I passed out in 1983. IIT in 1983 is a group which we connect across the globe. I mean, this is the condition here is Indian. You should be Indian. So if somebody is Indian, let's also add the what is that? No, this is citizens of Indian OCI, Overseas Citizen of India. They are also Indians. So let's also add that OCI. If somebody is OCI, because a lot of people across the globe who are there, they could also today, in today's world, they can do the planning across the globe. Somebody is sitting in Sydney, somebody is sitting in Hague, somebody is sitting in New York, and somebody is sitting in Bangalore, somebody is sitting in Kolkata. All four of them can connect and they can work on this thing because we are working for India. So let's add that. I think we have missed this OCI. This OCI should also be added as an eligible community. So we would like, it can be, I mean, the plaque will say the group of IIT 1983, and not me, because I'm an engineer, not an architect. I hardly know about architecture. I've seen architecture. I can appreciate architecture, but I have no education of architecture. So, like something of this kind. I mean, just giving something, or maybe from somebody from some city, somebody from some kind of affiliation. There are a lot of networks which can be created, and that network can come out with something which is time immemorial. I mean, this is something which will be, that is what we are looking for. So let me again acknowledge all those who had contributed to those 126 architectural marbles which we have, which has come in the first round. The second round is starting from today, and I'm looking forward to a great work which we will have we'll have a difficulty in selecting. And some of you, this is totally Atmanirbhar Bharat. So our own people, the Indian people, are going to select that also. Our own people are going to get it done also, and we are also going to use our own Indian stuff in making the whole this iconic structure. So I stop here. If somebody has any question, I am very happy to answer. Otherwise, this will be answered by our team, which is working on that CPWD that website. So I close it here, and I would like to thank first Professor PSN Rao. He was for his very kind address, and he has always been very nice. Whenever I have remembered, he has always been coming to help me in doing all this. Mr. Pai, who has been he heads our Delhi Urban Art Commission, which is now one of the tasks is Urban Art Commission is to create that kind of art, and this is also one of the art which is going to do. He's the chair, and I think I was introduced to him very recently when he has started chairing our Delhi Urban Art Commission, and everybody who has joined from by different places in today's workshop, Vijay Rao and Sunit, who has done a lot of work in preparing this whole day's today's this seminar, in launching this particular challenge. So let me thank you all, and I wish you all the very best. Thank you.